Hey everyone, Ziggy94 from Conduit Gaming, and I'm back again to do some more Mass Effect, doing the mission on the planet Virmire. Now, because I talked over most of the conversation that I had with the Asari in the previous video, it was very difficult to pick up on everything she was saying, and she was actually saying some pretty important stuff, so I prepared a kind of montage of that conversation highlighting the main points of what she said, so we're going to go back a little bit in the mission and watch the conversation and then come back here.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late. Do I look like a soldier? I'm a neurospecialist.
I thought this was a breeding facility.
Not this level. We're studying Sovereign's effect on organic minds.
What were you studying here?
It's that ship, Sovereign. It emits some kind of signal. Saren uses it to influence his followers, to control them. It's called indoctrination. Direct exposure to the signal turns you into a mindless slave. It's like a whisper you can't quite hear. You're compelled to do things, but you don't know why. You just obey. Eventually, you just stop thinking for yourself. It changes thought patterns. There's a balance between control and usefulness. The less freedom a subject maintains, the less capable it becomes.
Why is Saren researching this? Isn't he the one controlling it?
He's scared it might be affecting him.
Alright, so that was a little bit of a montage about indoctrination and what Saren's up to, and this is a beacon which is 50,000 years old from the Prothean Empire, which went extinct 50,000 years ago, and only one of them has ever been found, and you got a vision when you found it, and we're going to see what happens when you interact with this beacon, and it's pretty cool. So that what you saw there was a sped up version of what you saw at the end of the very first mission in this game. Now the conversation we're about to have will contain spoilers for Mass Effect 1. If you know anything about Mass Effect 3, then it's not really spoilers, it's more of a history lesson. But if you haven't played Mass Effect 1, this may spoil the Mass Effect 1 story for you a bit.
I get the feeling something bad is about to happen.
You've been warned.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am Sovereign.
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
Whatever your plan is, it's going to fail. I'll make sure of that.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us. They're here to wipe us out.
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine. And machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Commander, we got trouble.
You think you got trouble?
Lay it on me, Joker. I love bad news.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half.
Uh-oh.
It's coming your way and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This console's been disabled. Orders, Commander.
Well, let's go set that nuke and blow this place up.
We'll head for the breeding facility. Time to blow this place to hell.
Yeah,
Right, Commander. I'll meet you
Explosions.
there. Joker out.
we all love explosions. Right, so I didn't talk over that because, yeah, it's... As you heard, it's very important stuff. So, in case you missed any of what was just said, Sovereign, that enormous ship, which I mentioned, who was seen as a hologram there, is millions and millions of years old, and he is actually a Reaper. He's not just some big spaceship. He's an actual Reaper. So, and for some reason, Saren is helping him repeat the cycle of galactic extinction, which is about to happen soon. If Saren succeeds, then, well, then all life will become extinct because of Sovereign and the Reapers. So, you know, you can understand why I said it was a spoiler, because you only really find out at this point in the game that that is what's going to happen if you don't stop Saren. Before, it was kind of like just, you know, a general idea, you know, a bit of a myth that the Reapers were real and that they were going to do anything, but now, you know, it's actually going to happen. So, obviously, we're going to go set that nuke and blow this place up, and, because, you know, Saren's trying to breed a Krogan army, and if he does that, then he'll become pretty much unstoppable, and, yeah, you know, it's pretty bad. We don't want Saren to be unstoppable, because then we'd fail the game, and Sovereign would win, and then no life would exist. So yeah, that's pretty much the big revelation of the game, and personally it's my favourite conversation in the entire game, because, you know, one, Sovereign has an epic voice, two, it's, you know, a massive plot revelation that takes place in the game. And so, as you can see, you know, it makes sense that we're fighting a bunch of Krogan because Saren's trying to breed a Krogan army and overcome the effects of the genophage, which made, you know, the Krogan effectively sterile, only 1 in 1,000 births being viable. So yeah, that's about it. Keep in mind, I am playing on Insanity here, so there is a reason why I'm not just running up there and charging at them with a shotgun, because that wouldn't end too well for me, because they'd probably just beat me to death. And that was great, because as you know, Krogan, when you kill them once, they regenerate about 50% of their health. So obviously, I just got Rex to finish me off with a shotgun blast. And it was very useful, because you can kill a Krogan once, but you have to kill them twice. Kind of like zombies, but not really. So yeah. I don't know if I actually took any damage in that fight at all. I'm playing on Insanity. That shows how much time I spend playing this game, because I know how to do everything, I know every part. But it's a very good game. And Mass Effect 2 is also very good, Mass Effect 3 is also very good. You should definitely play those games. Because, you know, remember, just because you're watching, you know, this mission of Mass Effect 1 doesn't count as playing the game. There's so much more to this game which, you know, you don't get just by watching, you know, maybe 1 hour of gameplay. This bit here is actually in the trailer for Mass Effect, which, you know, I think it's in, it might be in all the trailers for Mass Effect, or maybe just some of them. But this section here, Shepard uses biotic lift on the Krogan in front of me right there. But being a soldier, I can't do that. If I was playing as an adept or sentinel, I would use lift just for the hell of it, just to make it look like the trailer. But yeah, and I'm so glad that rocket didn't hit me and hit Garrus. But Garrus got owned, like really badly, and I nearly got killed by a sniper. So of course I used immunity, and immunity makes you, I think it's 80% more resistant to damage, something like that. Either way, it's very good to have. I think Garrus dies eventually, again. But you know, if Rex dies, then you're a bit screwed, because no one can kill Rex, because he's super tough. He's a Krogan, obviously, so what could you expect? And this Geth Stalker just annoys the crap out of me, just constantly jumping up, constantly freezing time so I can get a good shot at him. Then I realize these guys are shooting rockets at me, I'm like, I better do something about that. And that rocket drone just dodged ever so slightly to the left, and Rex's carnage ability just went right past him and was absolutely useless. That's it. One thing I love about this game is when you pause time and there's an explosion happening, the explosion animation is still taking place, which I think looks pretty cool. I don't think that happens in number 2 though. I think the explosions are, you know, I think when you pause time in number 2 to bring up the power wheel, like everything is fully stopped. You don't get like the animation still occurring of an object frozen in time. So for example, explosions. Yeah. As I said in part 1, using shotguns on these guys is very difficult, but you know, if they're standing still, it's a bit easier. But you know, it's all good. They die eventually. And I've got Rex to back me up. And I'm nearly dead here, but so is this guy. My shotgun's overheated, so how can I finish him off? It's like 3 bullets. It was very underwhelming when we were both so close to death. And all that happens is just 3 bullets. Now, I disabled the AA tower so Normandy can land and drop the nuke off. But uh-oh, we got followed. There's some Geth here, and Garrus looks like he's getting owned. So what do? I make Garrus use Sabotage, which stops the enemy from actually... It overheats all their weapons, so they can't fire their weapons anymore, which is very useful if you need a bit of help. So I used some Medi-Gel to give Garrus some health. And I heard that the elevator opened. And that's not a good thing, because I didn't open it. And there are some Geth here. But they're only, you know, Geth troopers, so I can just use Singularity and it'll work on them. And they all get owned, they're all in one big cluster, so all these abilities will be very effective on them. And as they get up, I can just finish them off with my assault rifle.
Now it's our turn.
Again, I barely took any damage in that little firefight. Because, you know, when you play the game on Insanity, you really want to make sure you have a good variety of abilities that you can use to combine the effects. I'm going to end the video there. We've had some interesting revelations, and yeah, it's been Iggy94 from Conduit Gaming, signing out. And next video, you're going to see what's at the bottom of this elevator, and it'll get very cool again, so stay tuned.